So the marathon continues. Ron Killings, remember on my last video, Ron Killings finally came back to the WWE, and I was wondering what was the story, what were they going to fast forward him going to. So they got him jumping John Cena off the rip every time. It's on site pretty much when Ron Killings sees John Cena, and it seems like Ron Killings is not a Raw or SmackDown superstar. It seems like wherever John's going, that's where he's going. So now it's official. Ron Killings versus John Cena. Now, obviously, we seen R-Truth versus John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event. John Cena did what he did, and he won by cheating. Okay, it was a quick match. It wasn't really nothing crazy. No offense was being put on by R-Truth. Now with Ron Killings, the way that he is portraying as just on site type activity, and then as you can see, he's talking with split personalities. It's not just him. R-Truth is there, but Ron Killings is driving right now. So now that we get to this point, where do we go now? Is Ron Killings about to defeat John Cena this Friday coming up? Is Ron Killings eventually, since he pinned John Cena, even though Cody Rhodes did, but he's in the tournament, and obviously I think a lot of people think Cody Rhodes is going to advance and finally face John Cena at SummerSlam. So my question is, if Ron Killings defeats John Cena, if he finds a way to defeat John Cena, which I think some outside help will actually help Ron Killings find a way to win, because I think Ron Killings will win, because the momentum that is shifting, the momentum that is gravitating towards Ron Killings, and the fans are excited to see Ron Killings. We're excited to see him beat down John Cena. We're excited to see Ron Killings' new character, new atmosphere, new vibe, new flow. I would think that Ron Killings is going to beat John Cena. So then where does that go? Because John Cena fights Punk the next week. John Cena would probably have to face Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, unless we're pivoting to Sami Zayn winning the tournament, or Jey Uso winning the tournament, or I would think Randy Orton would probably want to face John Cena again because of what happened at Backlash. So it's so many things and so many strings and so many places we can go. But the real question is, where do we go if Ron Killings beats John Cena? When would he have his opportunity to fight John Cena for the title? Because I think a lot of people want to see Ron Killings as the champion. Now, me personally, that's not in my bingo card. If it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm good with it. As you know, I support Street Profits, New Day, Carmelo Hayes. If you talk about Obafemi, Trick Williams, all of Bianca Belair, Naomi, all of them. I support everything that they got going on, and I'm gonna do it all the way. Because to be honest with you, it's just not a lot of love shown on the screen. So if Ron Killings is about to be the next world champion, I'm going to fully support it. And if this is the character, I'm going to fully support it. Even if it was R-Truth, I'm fully supporting on it. But I just want to see exactly where we're going. So if Ron Killings is not going to fight him at Night of Champions because of CM Punk, if he's not going to fight him at SummerSlam because possibly Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton wants that shot at John Cena, hell, maybe Jey Uso or Sami Zayn want that shot at John Cena. We don't know, because we don't know what the other side is. Also, Seth Rollins is lurking as well. Where do you put Ron Killings if he beats John Cena? When would he have a match? Would you have it on SmackDown? Because this whole month, John Cena he's everywhere. Like he's dedicated this whole month to wrestling. Now, I don't know his dates in July, but I'm just knowing in these months he is dedicated to WWE. He's going to be all over the place. So where do we put Ron Killings? Where is Ron Killings next in line for a WWE World Heavyweight Championship shot, or a World Undisputed Championship? Where does that put him at? Because I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this Friday night. Main event, most likely, Ron Killings versus John Cena. Then you look at the other way. If John Cena defeats him, that kills the momentum, right? That buries everything that Ron Killings has been doing. jumping him from behind, the comeback of him bringing him back to WWE. Because if you watch John Cena's monologue, his opening monologue, he said he was the reason that Ron Killings main evented. Wasn't us. And I guess John Cena's probably thinking that he was the reason why they brought it back. We obviously don't. We obviously know that. But they just jumped it right back into the story that it was. So where do we go from here? I'm excited about Ron Killings right now. I'm excited about the story that they're bringing. That's why SmackDown was really good this Friday. Don't be blinded. That's why SmackDown was good, because they have a story going on and they have people to add to the story. CM Punk's not a SmackDown wrestler. John Cena, he's a free agent. He can do what he wants. Ron Killings, he is on SmackDown as R-Truth, but he's been on Raw and SmackDown, right? It's a story going on. That's why SmackDown was so good. And they had qualifying matches to add to the story. And that's why SmackDown has always been good when the Roman Reigns was there, because they had a story. Lately, the reason why SmackDown hasn't been good because they don't have a story. Besides Naomi, Bianca, and Jade, what other story? And you can say the Bloodline story with Jacob Fatu and Solo. That's cool too. It's not the big story anymore, but they don't have a big story. And that's why SmackDown wasn't as great as it was this past Friday. Long as they have a good story, they have the roster, they have the talent, they're going to make sure the show is good. The 3 hours is still a little bit long, especially on a Friday night, especially for me, because I work. You know, I can't answer for everybody else, but I work, and then I have to work earlier in that morning on that Saturday. But good for SmackDown to be good again. Looking forward to seeing Smack. I will actually try to stay up this Friday for sure, but it's gonna be a good SmackDown coming up. Ron Killings versus John Cena. Looking forward to seeing what happens throughout this rest of this week to start on Monday Night Raw and NXT. But Ron Killings versus John Cena is happening this Friday. Let's see what happens. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again for some more information. And I'm loving this story. Continue to keep it rolling. Ron Killings, could I possibly be saying that Ron Killings is the next world heavyweight champion? Is that possible? Man.